Hello boys and girls, this is Miss Laura and it's time to go over yesterday's poster method problem. First, we're going to be looking at poster method problem 1A, okay? So this is the first poster method. Let's quickly read the word problem and then get to it, okay? Eric is playing a video game. At a certain point in the game, he has 31,500 points. Then the following events happen in order. He earns 2,450 additional points. He loses 3,310 points. The game ends, and his score doubles. Write an expression for the number of points Eric has at the end of the game. The expression should keep track of what happens in each step listed below above. Evaluate the expression. Okay, so let's quickly go over my work. So the first thing is that I knew that I had to write an expression that kept track of his score and evaluate the expression. Okay, so that's part A and part B. I had to list my facts that would help me solve this problem. So I knew that he started with a certain amount of points, which was the 31,500 points. He earned, he lost, and then he doubled, okay? So as I wrote my facts, I also wrote down some operation symbols to help me recognize what I would have to do when it was time to write this numerical expression. Okay? So in my L step, I kind of listed my steps. What would I do first, then and last? I knew that I had to add the amount he started with and add the additional points he scored. Then I would have to subtract that total and the amount that he lost. Last, I would multiply that total by 2. Okay, so this is what I knew I had to do. Okay, so now for the V step, I was like, okay, I need to write my numerical expression. So first I said that I was going to write the number he started with and add the additional points he earned. The next thing I had to do was subtract. So do you see how I'm first adding this amount and I use some brackets to show that this is what I was going to do first. Then subtract the amount he lost. So here's the amount that he lost. So when you lose something, that's kind of subtracting. That is subtracting. And then the last was I needed to double that amount. This amount here in the parentheses is the amount that I need to multiply by. Okay, and remember, in order of operations, you do groups first. So I had to do my inner group first, then my second group, and then exponents. There were no exponents here. Multiply or divide. Yep, I have multiplication, and then that's the last step that I did. Okay, then for part E, I actually worked out I evaluated the problem. So here you can see my work. I added what was inside the bracket, then I subtracted what was in the parentheses, and then I multiplied that total by 2. It gave me 61,280. Then here I checked my work. I started with my total, divided that by 2. It gave me 3064. Then I added to that total 3,310, which gave me 33,950. And then subtracted the 2,450, which gave me 31 and oops, you can't see that. Gave me 31 and 500. Okay, and if I look here, this is the same amount he started with. Okay, so I know my answer is correct. Okay.